What's up, everybody? It is Overflow Nexus, the channel of faith, trading, and wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on the markets. And today, we're going to be doing a lot of things differently. We're going to be playing some games. We're going to be looking at some charts and having fun tonight. I appreciate you guys being on here tonight. This is round two this is the second live stream for today. If you guys were on here this morning, I appreciate you. If you are on here again, welcome back. I appreciate you as well. What's up, Saffron? How you doing? You said you couldn't make it this morning because you were or at work. That's fine. You're here now, so that's all that matters. I appreciate you taking the time out to be here. What's up, Jarvis Garcia? Praise the living God. Bless you, my brother. Bless you too, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's doing well with your family. I hope everybody's family is doing well in this time and season. And, you know, we're going to have fun tonight. Y'all might see me suck on the game, but it's all good. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to look at some charts. We're going to look at a few charts. So, just talk and, discuss, whatever needs to be discussed at the time. So I asked this question on Twitter. I want y'all to answer this, really, dig deep, think about it, because it's not like a deep question, but it's like, it's a question. It's one of those questions where you always ask yourself, what if I done something a little bit differently in life, So the question that I asked on Twitter, I asked, if you could rewrite a mistake or moment in your life you regret, would you? How different would things be had you not done it? There are always two choices in life, good and bad. Some cost people their life, and some just slow down the journey forward. So there was, 77.8% said yes, 22.2% people said no. So where do y'all stand on that? And the reason why I asked this question, because I'm going to be playing a game tonight that has to do with something like along these lines. It's also one of those things where you think, okay, what would I have done differently or how would life be different had I not done this, or whatever the case may be. Just want to be real with you guys, because there are some things in my life that I look back at and I'm like, why did I do that? And I wish I'd never done that, but I did it. But by the grace of God and by the blood of Jesus, Jesus covers those mistakes that I've made. So that's why I want to share that and give y'all that question, because I think it's an interesting question that a lot of people ask themselves but don't really answer it honestly, or just save face. So me personally, yeah, I would definitely change some stuff, but sometimes you live with things, and the Lord will cover your mistakes, the things that you've done. But by His grace and His mercy, His grace is sufficient. So that's good. His mercy is good. And also, when you are born in Christ, you are a new creature. So you are going to be doing new things in Him. Some people see you as the old person where they knew you in the storyline that they knew you, but they don't know you in the storyline where God is taking you, or what you have gone through in the process. So it is one of those questions that it's a big question. It's one of those questions that I said, and I'm just be honest. I'm just being straight up with you guys, be real. Because, there's some times in life where there's like decisions that I've made, especially when it came to where I'm at now. I said, what if I had not done what the Lord has told me, or I haven't, made decisions in my life, in my past, where would I be now, And yes, Jarvis, that's the truth. It's under the blood. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I always wonder, Lord, what would my life be like had I listened, or had you told me, or had I acknowledged you in something and you directed me? Because all things work for the good of those that love the Lord. And when you love the Lord, you don't take L's in your life. You just have lessons, and you do take losses in your life, but those losses are lessons, and you learn from that, and you get understanding and wisdom how to overcome those things for the next time if something comes to you again. So it's one of those things where I'm like, Lord, had I acknowledged you in every single area of my life, how different would my life be? Because you know one thing that I've learned, and this is crazy. This is crazy. One thing that I learned that you could everybody in the life that we like every decision that we made, our lives could have totally been different had we acknowledged God in every situation that we've been in, whether that have been financial decisions that we made, whether that have been bad decisions as far as relationships, like for some people have dated people and they cheated on them. Would the outcome have been differently if had or if you have asked the Lord, should I even marry that person, and He told you no, would you have? What would life be like had you acknowledged God in those situations? Would you be further along? Would you be behind? What would the question be? So, God has your best interest at the end of the day, and I understand now why it's important to acknowledge God in everything that we do, because the devil has come to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's even to just steal, kill, and destroy, and to take our time, because we already don't have a lot of time on this earth. So when he's come to steal, kill, and destroy your time, that's why you have to be cautious and be careful who you give your time to, what you give your time to, and understand that life is a vapor. That's why it's important to understand and acknowledge God in everything that you do, because God's not going to waste your time. God's not going to put you in a situation that's going to destroy you. God's not going to allow you to be in a place that's going to make you, because He said He will never put more on you than you could bear. So everything that God does in your life is to build you, to correct you, to grow you in spirit, to build your character. God's not going to destroy you, because God says, I chastise those that I love. And He loves you because you're His child. So when you may ask God acknowledge God in those situations, about situations that, what if I had done this a little bit differently? How would my life have turned out? It turns into one of those things like, okay, Lord, I see what you could have done. Had I acknowledged you, life would have been different. But, that's how, as people and human beings, we learn from what we've done, we grow from it, and we move forward. And that's the thing, we have to learn how to move forward. So, it's exciting. It's an exciting question, because it is one of those questions, like, it's like red pill, blue pill type of question. But it is awesome to think, what would your life be like had you done something a little bit differently? A lot of people go to the grave either regretful or not accomplishing or doing their dreams because they were fearful, or whatever the case may have been. And this is the time where we have to break out of that. We have to get out of that our comfort zone. We have to be violent with our faith. And what I mean by violent with our faith, we have to be really aggressive, pushing forward the things of the Lord, asking the Lord's kingdom to be done, His will to be done on earth as it is in heaven, really bringing heaven down to earth. And that's why I that's one of the things that I love, because I started this thing called Cloud Life, and that's what Cloud Life is supposed to mean, just bringing a little bit of heaven on earth. And that's what I'm striving towards doing in the long term of my life. Encouraging people, bringing people to Christ, letting them know about Christ, giving testimonies about my life, being in a position where the Lord could use me to speak His word and to speak what He has me to say, because sometimes it's not easy just, having a platform and speaking, because, people are judgmental. People know you from your past, and people from your past try to come in and destroy you where you're going. So it's one of those things where I said, Lord, I trust you. I believe in what you're doing. I'm going to hold on to everything that you told me, regardless of what it looks like. But hey, you got to keep moving forward. You can't be weak when you're serving the Lord, because what I mean by you can't be weak as in you're just a pushover in the spirit. You can't be weak in that regard. Like, if you're weak as being a person, that's fine. Like, where you're weak at, God's going to be strong. And so this is one of those things where I always say, Lord, you know all my weaknesses, and I even tell some of y'all my weaknesses on, in some of the stories. So, uh, that's funny. He said, Lord, please bless the Nightbot. I don't know what the Nightbot's doing. Nightbot's acting up today, and I don't know why. But yeah, that's one of the things that I always ask the Lord, like, hey, how can we do things differently? What can I do to improve your kingdom? Put me in a position to where people will listen and talk, so I could talk to the people about your kingdom and bring people to the kingdom. And in everything that I do, I want God to be glorified, whether that be streaming, whether that be day trading, whether that be in my personal training, whether that be in my personal life from getting fit, just different things in my life where I want to be good in and have God be acknowledged in it and get the glory and honor and the praise in it. And not just that, I want to see people also have testimonies too. I want to see people also winning. Because it's not only about me, it's about y'all too. It's about y'all being successful. It's about y'all, gravitating to the Lord for yourselves and being successful and having a successful relationship with the Lord yourselves. Because, I can't live for you. You got to live for God and yourself and your family and whoever else you're living for. But mainly your priority is living and devoting yourself to the Lord, and then everything else comes to you. So that's something that I'm really getting and starting to move forward in. I'm excited for what God's about to do. He's about to do some tremendous things in this season. People have no idea that God's about to really shake some things up. But let me see some of these questions and these comments. Let me see. You said being 24, yeah, I made some mistakes. God is good. I used to think I could figure it all out, but God has a plan for us. But facts, lots of lessons. You know what's funny, man? At 24, man, I was wild, bro. Like, let me tell you a story. Just because I said this story before on here, and I'll share it again. Like if you watch my streams regularly, you probably heard this story. But one of the stories that I have for y'all. And when I was around your age, Saffron, you said me too. I'm not 24 now. I'm older than you now, but I'm saying when I was 24. When I was 24. You said me too. At 24. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so when I was around 24, 23, man, I was making some crazy decisions. Like that was when I was really starting to dive into like my relationship with the Lord was pretty good. But I was impatient because I wanted stuff to happen now. I was seeing people get blessed, and I was like, yeah, I want what they got. But I should have stayed in my own lane. Stop trying to make things happen. The Lord knows one of my biggest weaknesses was women. I love women. People know that. I've not shied away from that, and even now I have to be careful with women, and because I'm not gonna say I'm a ladies' man, but hey. I'm just saying. But I had I messed with a lot of women back then, and I got in trouble. And at being ambitious, and also you said Ayo facts, man. I felt the Lord brought me here to your channel. I could relate. Yeah, man, because I just want to be transparent with y'all, because I'm not perfect by no means. By no means. I don't know what is up with my Nightbot. Like, why is my Nightbot attacking folks? I think it's because it's the night stream and Nightbot just wants to act up. I might have to disable my Nightbot. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. But I was making some stupid decisions. One of my craziest stories that I'll share with y'all, and y'all can say whatever. But I had got with a married woman at one point. Bad decision, and long story short, her husband was involved with cartel. So I was like, man, I was into some serious trouble. And some of y'all don't know that, but man, I was making some stupid decisions and just young and stupid. But man, you guys have no idea. I was wild, and even now I'm trying to calm down. Like I'm not wild like I used to be. Not even close. Not even a little like that. But seeing where the Lord has brought me and being where I'm at now, I'm very grateful because He showed me that I could have been killed. I could have been killed some multiple times, multiple chances of dying back then from stupid decisions. You said, "Wow, our stories are similar." You said I was a drug dealer in the past life. You silly, bro. But yeah, man, like I was definitely doing stupid stuff. And being labeled a home wrecker, boy, that's not a good label to have. So I said, Lord, I hope I don't. I said, I hope you forgive me for this, because man, I was stupid. I was dumb. So he has forgiven me for it, because he says if you ask for forgiveness, he'll forgive you. So it's one of those things where I'm blessed to be forgiven and have grace and mercy on my life. A little favor too, because some people you know, not being silly, not proud of my antics in the 2000s. Yeah, definitely not. I'm definitely not happy with it either. But hey, myself. But yeah, I'm grateful where the Lord has taken me. Let me see. You said, "Yo, bro, a married woman tried getting with me too, and her husband was in the cartel too." Bro, are you serious? He said, "I ain't get with her though. She came on to me." I definitely, bro. Okay, so your story and mine are very similar. So mine is I went after her. So let me tell you how much game I got. I'm pretty. I'm not going. I'm not tooting my own horn, and I'm pretty sure it's not. It's not. It probably ain't me. It's probably the anointing. But here's the thing, because the way I approached her, any woman should have smacked me in the face had the way I approached her. Because what I did, I went up to her. No, I didn't go up to her. I was waiting at the desk, at the front desk, at the gym, because I met her at the gym. And so some good looking women go to the gym, and she caught my eye, and I was always. And I had a good relationship with the front desk because I was a personal trainer at the gym. So I asked her, asked the woman at the front desk, can you look up somebody for me, or do you know that person right there? And they said, I don't know them, but I said, okay, that's fine. I'll just get them, talk to them when they're coming. So I kid you not, she gets done with her workout, and I'm waiting at the desk. And she goes out the door, but before she went out the second door, because there's two doors, what ended up happening was I grabbed her by her hand. I can't kid you not. I grabbed her by her hand. I spun her around, and I put my arm around on her waist, and we walked out the door. Her face turned so red. I thought I was gonna get slapped. I kid you not. I thought I was gonna get slapped. And I said, okay, let's see where this goes. And I asked her, what's your name? Bruh, I kid you not, she didn't speak any English. She didn't speak any English at the time. But, you said alpha energy. No, but for real, no, man. I like, that's really how I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive. I'm like, if I want something, I'm going to go after it. But I said, I had to calm down, because knowing myself, I said, no, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. But he said alpha energy, though. That's funny. But no, like I walked out the door with her, and I said, we was talking, but she didn't speak English that well. It was just like, English here and there. But she spoke Spanish, so I spoke a little Spanish too, but not really. So I said, you know what? I said this is how this started, because it was a 3-year relationship, and it shouldn't have been. So I said, I'm gonna teach you English, and you're gonna teach me Spanish, and we're gonna get to know each other. So we ended up talking for 3 years, and boy, she learned English, I was learning Spanish, and we moved in together. And boy, it was like a crazy 3 years, because I was getting death threats. Anyway, and I'm not gonna go into the full detail of the story, because it's sensitive. But long story short, if I had asked God at the time Should I talk to her? He would have said no. And I'm pretty sure he told me no in the situation, but I was just too impatient because I was looking for a woman at the time. I wanted a wife, but you know, it is what it is. He said, man, you dodged the bullet. Bro, I dodged many bullets. I'll say that. Like I should really be dead right now, honestly. I should really be dead because all the things that I've been through in life and everything up to this point, I'm like, Lord, you really have my back. You really have my back. And I learned one thing because, you know, the Lord, I don't, like the Lord is really protective over me. And I noticed, and I can't take advantage of that. Excuse me, I shouldn't take advantage of that, of his grace and mercy and favor over me because, you know, the guy was literally planning to kill me, like literally. And he, you know, he sent me pictures of his guns. He was saying, and there was moments where he came like at 3 a.m. and banging on the door, yelling. So I like, oh man, I'm gonna die today. This is the day I die, you know. And it got to the point where I said, and this is how crazy I am because I'm wild. I'm wild, y'all. Like my old self is wild. I said to him, I sent him a text message, and I kid you, and I sent him a text message. I said, I will give you your wife back if you could turn and be a man of God. I literally told him that. And I said, man, that's the stupidest thing. I'm crazy. Man, he was so mad. He was so mad that he literally, you know, sent me more messages, angry, cussing me out, said your time's gonna be up soon. You said, dude, you've been working out. I haven't been here in a couple. What's up, Ryan Robinson? It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute. But yeah, I just been doing some light workouts, nothing crazy. Been years. It's been a while. But yeah, finishing that story off, I said, if you start acting right, I will definitely leave and you could have your wife back. And the Lord gave me a message, and even though I was doing wrong and evil, and I knew it, and because I was praying during this whole time, I was doing all this evil, and I said, Lord, because you have to acknowledge the Lord when you're sinning too. God says, acknowledge me in all thy ways, and I shall direct thy path. Even when you're doing evil and in sinning, you should still acknowledge the Lord, and you should repent. And I had to repent when I was doing all that sinning. But I want to say this because when I told him that, the Lord gave me a message, and He said the reason why He told me this, and this is crazy. This is crazy. This is not a lie. This is serious right now. The Lord literally gave me a message, and I said, if you do not act right, because and there's reasons why she was she left her husband for me, but the reason was he was abusive and all that, and whatever. But the thing was, I said to him, what the Lord told me. I said, if you don't act right in 3 years, you're going to die. In 3 years. That's what the Lord told me to tell him. If he doesn't get it right in 3 years. At the end of the 3 years, he died. And I was upset because I said, man, Lord, I really messed up. And, invading someone's family like that, and also, getting into, that type of stuff. Even though I was in my stuff, the Lord was still talking to me and still giving me a word to people at my worst. And I said, Lord, well, I'm thankful that you didn't let me die. There was a reason why you let me live. And, whether it's going to be, whether it be a story down the line to tell to someone or whatnot. And here we are. But you guys, like, I'm proof that God is real, and he will protect you. And I learned that the Lord is very protective over his children. So even though I was doing wrong, man, I'm happy that he's blessed me. You said, what part of Texas am I in? Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. So yeah, that's one of my crazy stories that I be sharing, man. That's one of my crazy stories. Yeah, if I had, that's why I said if I had acknowledged God in what I was doing at the time, the decisions that I made, and that's one of the decisions that I would definitely do differently. Things would definitely be different. What's up, Kitchen? How you doing? What's up? How you doing, bro? You changed your name. What's up with the name change? You changed your name on YouTube, huh? Cool, cool. But yeah, that's a story that I want to share. I have many stories and stuff that of like that, but I've shared a lot of stories with you guys. But hey, I think most of my stories you can learn a lot from because I'd be making stupid decisions when I was younger. Now I'm pretty calm and tamed. I don't, and I don't really get into stuff as much. I'm just going over the comments because I know I missed a lot because I was talking. But that's crazy, Saffron. You really had the same life as me. That's crazy. That is crazy. You know what? We're gonna have to talk in person one day, or we're gonna have to do a Zoom call and chat it up because I want to hear how your story went because that's crazy. Yours sounds like yours was shorter than mine because I was into stuff for a while. Let me see. Is the Nightbot still fighting y'all in the chat? Wow, what happened? That is strange. Um, let's see, Luke, are you still here? Because apparently the any updates on the wifey situation? You know what? That's funny because there is somebody that I am interested in, but the question is, I don't know if she's interested back. And I do. I think y'all know if y'all follow me on Twitter. I think y'all know who it is. Cause I'm pretty open about it, but I don't know if she feels the same. I don't even care if people know or not. I'm just gonna be real. Shoot, cause you said this year. Okay, got you. 2022. I believe it, man. I touch and agree in Jesus' name on that. I touch and agree. I believe it. I believe I'll find my wife this year, brother. And you said to me last year. I remember when we were talking. I remember when you were talking. Shayna, you said my best friend is in Houston. She is Latina, God-fearing, hardworking, no kids, thick and beautiful. Amen. Send her my way, Lord. I'll just play it. But no, if the Lord sends, if your friend is if your friend is good and like you're saying, if the Lord wants us to hook up, hey, I do love some Latinas because man, whew, Latinas are bad girls. But hey, and I'm talking about in the look department. Speak it into existence. Yeah, man, I'm right there with you on that. I'm totally for that. I will meet my wife this year. I plan on that. I believe this is gonna be a great year too. And when that happens, you're gonna be invited to the wedding. Excuse me. T Cat. Okay, so Luke, so the bot kicked you out? Why? You know what? I'm gonna see why the bot kicked you out. That's crazy. That I don't know why the bot kicked you out. I don't understand because I didn't program the bot to do that. That's very strange. The bot's job, the only thing the bot's job is to do is to literally post my social media and that's it. I don't know why it kicked you out off the live stream. That's crazy. You said caps. You know why? I think it also may have kicked you out because there's something that these bots do. It's like a glitch. If you type a lot, it'll like let's say if you post like 10 messages back to back real fast. What happens is this glitch is like it gets like a I don't even know how to describe this, but it reads your comments like it's spam. So that's why it does that. So yeah, that's why. You said I'm gonna write it down for you, dates, and we'll talk about this day when you're on a live together. Man, I appreciate that, brother. And I'll be honest, like, because Chef Ron, if you're still here, great. But I want to like my game with women has changed because I don't think I'm not as aggressive and I'm more reserved and I'm more cautious now because first of all I've been celibate for like going on 4 years now, so yeah, that's one thing. And then um, the other thing is, you know, as a man of God, and then also being somebody that's in business, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I'm business. I don't want someone messing with my business currently. So that's another reason why I'm cautious when it comes to relationships now. So yeah, it is what it is. You said check your Twitter message now. She is in pink in the pictures. Did you send me a message? Oh yeah, duh. I'm slow. Duh. Let me see. You said you sent me a message on Twitter. Um, if you sent a message on Twitter, I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay. So this is your friend? Yeah, she's cute. Oh yeah, she's cute. But there's someone I'm looking at right now, so I don't know yet. What's up, Bobby Walker? How we doing? How we doing? What up? Good evening. Let's see. You said I'm interested in your trading style, but I'm focused on Jason's style because I've been following him for almost a year. I am retiring from AT&T after 25 years, March 11th. Wow, you've been in the game in AT&T for a minute. They better hook you up with some stuff, cause man. But yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Like like you'll learn a lot from watching my videos alone. But yeah, if you're focused on Jason's style, that's cool. Like master it, master it. Um, let's see. You said I will have much more time to learn your style after retirement. I will have six-figure pension to invest. Wow, dang, that's a lot. Congratulations, congrats. Shanice, you said she's cute. Definitely. You said, bro, I respect that and I love that about you. God knows your heart, acknowledges him in all your ways. He will take care of you if you seek him first. Yes, I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. I'm definitely trying to I'm definitely trying to be a good example. Especially when it comes to relationships because I do know that the Lord part of my ministry uh, will have to do with I will have to have a wife to do part of my ministry because I can't do it by myself. You said God just sent you a boat and you dismissed it. That's not dismissing it. That like you hold on. First of all, God has to, God's, He didn't tell me directly. If He said it to me, then I'll be like, okay. And that's, I don't just make decisions like I used to, just in a heartbeat. Like I pray about it first, and if I feel led to, do something, then I'll do it. But I didn't miss the boat yet, so I don't know about that. You said I am too. Am I late? Am I late to ask where Bitcoin can go before February? Well, that's a great question, and we're gonna find out here soon because I am gonna look at the charts soon. I just want to chat with y'all because it's fun chatting with y'all. I love chatting with y'all, and we could have a Q and A if y'all want to. Hit me up with questions. Okay, we already got a question already. What are your thoughts on XRP court case? That court case is trash, and I also think that it's going to be over. It's going to be over. No, I'm not going to say soon. And if it is over soon, I will say more. I'm leaning more towards quarter two, quarter three, maybe in the summertime. Because this court case is being extended way too much. So I don't, and honestly, I really don't care about the court case. as long as I could understand how to read the charts, I could get an understanding on where the market's going to go. Because, these news doesn't really do too much, honestly. News is like a smokescreen for the market. And anybody that has, trades for a living or trades at all, they should know by now that news is a smokescreen to move the market where they decide to move the market. So, that's how I look at it and that's how I see it. You said, correct me if I am wrong. I saw you on JC and have watched you 3 times. JC is more of a scalper, which is almost impossible while working full time. But your style is more long term swing trading. Yes, I'm more long term swing trading. I'm very laid back, very chill. I don't like, the intensity of scalping. It's too much stress scalping. Uh, I do scalp sometimes, but I don't do it too often. But yeah, I like to be laid back when it comes to trading. Uh, Kitchen, you said I can testify. I saw my wife and knew she was gonna be my wife. See, that's what I like to hear. See, because there's like, okay, so I'm kidding you not. So there is, like I said, there is somebody I look at on Twitter, and we have a lot of similarities. And every time I look at her, I say, Lord, I really believe she's gonna be my wife, but I don't know. I want to get that confirmation from you first. And I don't rush things. I just watch. And so, if you have that feeling, I hope the feeling that I have is right. What's up, Noodle Bob? How we doing? Bitcoin's a sinking ship. It is at this moment. You said, if you know, because she's your bone of your bone and flesh of your flesh, like Adam said to Eve. True. That is very true. So, you make me feel more confident in what I just was speaking on. So, Lord, hey, hook it up, make it happen. Because, man, I don't know why, but I always smile when and she also does live streaming too. So I jump on her live streams and I flirt with her and laugh and make jokes on her live streams. Um, let's see. Y'all need to tell me how the married life is, because I plan on being married one day. So y'all gonna have to tell me how the married life is. Let me see. Have you ever watched AMTV or Christopher Green? I don't pay attention to them because they're kind of hype when it comes to the market, but I don't. They haven't put out any. I haven't seen Christopher Green on Twitter. I don't know if he blocked me or because I follow him on Twitter, but I don't see his post anymore, which is kind of weird. He got me into crypto. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. It's just when Bitcoin drops, it takes everything else with it till decoupling. Yeah, that's true. You haven't seen AMTV in a while. I don't even know who AMTV is, honestly. BK, you said I also saw my wife and I knew she would be my wife. Never wanted to be married, but the Lord put it on my heart. Okay, see, that right there is exciting. That's exciting. AMTV is Chris Green. Okay, so that's him. Okay, because I only see him on Twitter. I haven't really watched his stuff like that on YouTube. Like I probably seen like one video, but he hypes the market up on Twitter too much for me to even look at him. Let me see. Christopher Green is compared to digital asset investor or blockchain backer. What by you mean compared? What do you mean by compared? Is that a good thing or bad thing? I don't know what that means. Hey man, hey, if she's the best, she's the best. Okay, let me see. Been married since 2005. It's only bad when both people don't buy into the plan, kind of like a winning football program. Oh, dang. You talk about the Cowboys then. I'm messing. Hard, but you have to put work into it. I love my wife. She's the true definition of helpmate, and the best mother in the world. That's good right there. That's what I like to hear. Just chatting it in a comment section later. Okay, okay, I got you. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, ask any questions. We could do a small Q&A right now. I'm going. So this is what the plan is for tonight. Y'all could ask questions. We're gonna look at a few things on the chart. Then after we look at the chart, I'm gonna play some video games for you guys. I'm gonna play one video game actually, but y'all could you could watch. You don't have to watch, but y'all could see me gaming, and we could play together and talk. I've been always wanting to do gaming, and so I'm gonna do gaming tonight and see how that goes. It's gonna be interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. You've been married for 11 years, going on 12. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Hold on. Okay, I see your stream. I see your chat now. Dang. Dang, Shayna, I'm looking dead at you. You have an attitude with me. Don't get an attitude, girl. I'll get you. But yeah, you told your friend to come on the stream, check me out. Okay, cool, cool. Um, yeah, if she's on here, if she gets on here, tell her to say what's up. He said, but that's funny. You trying to be funny? Don't act like you didn't see my chat. You funny. You got jokes. You said when you gonna ask her out for dinner? That's funny. We don't even live in the same state. I was gonna ask her like, hey, if we could meet up or fly out there or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. Like I don't know. It's I don't know something about her. I'm just like, man, I like her. And that's why I said, I definitely want to know her. Bobby, you said what game? Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is the game. Excuse me. You said Shayna. She said you're cute. Oh, thank you, Shay. Thank you, Shayna's friend. She said called. She just called me, and I told her get back on YouTube. That's funny. Well, hey, tell her I said thank you. She's more than welcome to jump on the live stream and hear what I gotta say on here. But awesome. She don't know jack about crypto. Well, she better. She better learn something about crypto. I'm just saying. You're in OKC, relatives in Dallas. Okay, so you live like 2 hours away then. Well, depending on how the traffic is and how fast you're driving. So I'll say between 2 and 4 hours, which is not a bad drive. Yeah, that's not a bad drive at all. So yeah, we gonna have to meet up. You said, but she will go toe to toe with you about Jesus. Okay. I don't know what that means, like toe to toe. What we fighting for? You said, don't you think this is confirmation? LOL. You know what? That could be confirmation. Like, I'm gonna be dead honest. Like when it comes to relationships now, I'm kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of slow, and I think it's just being out of the game and just focusing on business, focusing on the Lord, focusing on getting my life in order. Because a lot of you don't know when I was going back to the story earlier that I was telling you guys. When I got out of that relationship with the woman, the married woman, which was a bad idea, and some of y'all that are just jumping on like, oh my God, he's a jerk, he's a homewrecker. Yeah, I know that's the past, but whatever. But when I got out of that situation, I literally left with nothing. I literally had nothing. Angelique, hey, how you doing? I think I said your name, Angelique Del Campo. I hope I said your name right. But yeah, going back to that story, I literally had nothing when I started this crypto channel. When I started doing this, I had. Let me tell you how this went. It's like God punished me. I kid y'all not. It's like God punished me when I did all that sinning that I was doing, and that's why I say I'm very cautious now because of that. Because I literally had my car repoed, which was crazy. I lost everything that I had. I had literally no money, and it was sad because and this was just like around 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago. Like I had nothing. I was starting from zero. And so when I was starting from zero, I was like, okay, Lord, what are we gonna do? Because, you I know I did stupid stuff. I wasted a lot of years of my life on this relationship that I should have never been in. But, I said, Lord, you need to show me what I'm gonna do. This goes back to what I was saying, Proverbs 3:6. Acknowledge the Lord in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy path. And to lean not unto your own understanding. So when I was talking to the Lord about it, he told me, to start a YouTube channel. And and also I have moved back into with my parents at the time because I had literally nothing. I had literally nothing. And so when that happened, I said, okay, well, Lord, we're gonna have to do something. So I was writing. I was doing a lot of stuff at the time. I was when I was moved back in with my parents. I was still doing personal training, but I was doing more of the sales side, and I hated doing sales because sales is like stupid. Honestly, I don't know how people do sales, but it is what it is. But I was doing sales for the gym I was working at in a little personal training, and I was also writing. I was writing a Netflix series, and those that know or that have been on my channel know that before this channel used to be called Cash Flow Nexus. All right. So Cash Flow Nexus was originally the name of this channel, and it was supposed to be it was actually going to be a Netflix series that I was writing. But God said, "No, that's not what I want you to do." He told me to make a YouTube channel and it's going to be about what about the storyline of a day trader that's seeking God. He said that's going to be you. I said, oh wow, okay. And so that's how this channel started. Like I never wanted to do YouTube, honestly. Like I had videos like YouTube videos in the past, but that's like when I was like cringy in high school. But I said I ain't gonna do that again. But Lord said you're gonna do YouTube, so I did YouTube. But that's how I started this channel. Lord led me to do this channel. Then y'all know the story. I've been on Twitter, been posting, showing technical analysis, teaching on here, and I am where I'm at now. And the Lord has blessed me. I have my car. I have my own place. It's just 2 years ago the Lord has changed my life, or two and a half, 2 years ago. The Lord has changed my life big time because this man, like, God, y'all, if y'all are sleeping on God, y'all are crazy. No, I don't just serve God because he gives me things. That's not why, but I serve God because of who he is. He's a man of his word. He's a man that he should not lie. He's real. He's righteous. He's good. He's an honest God. He's a great God. He does what he says he's going to do, and just that alone is enough. Just that alone, just keeping his word, just him, let me live day to day, having breath. That's just enough already. So that's why I don't take none of this stuff for granted. I take it serious, and that's why every chance I get, I acknowledge God in everything that I do. Even in crypto, I acknowledge God. My personal training, and even tonight, live streaming and gaming tonight. I'm acknowledge God in all that too. So. I'm just speechless because there's so much the Lord has done for me, and I can't really say, nothing but God's good and He deserves all the glory, honor, and the praise because that is crazy. Y'all don't understand. Like, if I could give everything up and go to heaven today, I would. Like, I literally would say, Lord, hey, you could have all this, hey, I'll go, with you if you said, hey, give me a ticket. A one-way ticket to heaven. Because this earth, there's no, like there's a lot of good things here, but there's nothing like just God just loving you and taking care of you and just showing you His love and His righteousness and even showing you the secrets in the world, because there's some things that He's shown me that I'm like, whoa, like that's wild. And if the Lord ever gives me permission to share some things, I definitely will. But y'all have no idea how good God is. I have no idea. But let me catch up with these chats, man, because goodness, I'm behind on these chats. I don't even know where to start at, so I'm gonna start up high. Let's see. Someone's fighting with the Nightbot again. Okay, don't fight too much with the Nightbot. That Nightbot is 1-0 tonight. Let's see. Shayna, you said that's your friend. Okay. Well, okay, you said in Overflow, I'm playing Cupid for y'all. You said Angelique, he lives in Dallas. Okay. Let's see. Let me catch up because I'm behind. I'm like way behind on these chats. Okay, Angelique says she moved back to Mississippi. T-Cat, you said you were a car salesman in 1993 to 1994. Dude, I was a baby. I was a young thing. I was a baby, but I was young when you was a car salesman. Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna let's do a Zoom call on Sunday at 6 p.m. Let's do that. We could definitely do that. We can definitely do that, and we could also do a prayer together, brother. You said Angelique's in the right place. Definitely. We are in exile. Heaven is home. Let's see. I ran from the Lord, but He never left me. I also should have died many times. See, you know what I'm talking about, because there's so many things that the Lord has done, even with you not knowing. There's things that He's done for you, whether you know He done it for you or not. So that's so true. I feel you on that. You said, since we are close, I would like to speak to you privately about some private training after I retire. Of course, we could do that. We could talk about that. Hey, CG, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. You said, I just want to let you know that you called it. LO, I don't know if you remember, but when you baptized me, you told me I would get into art. You said maybe singing. That art part was right. Yeah, because when that day that I baptized you at the lake that we were at, that was like, when the Lord was speaking to me, and you say, but I'm not the singing, but not the singing. I'm terrible. That's funny. The Lord was showing me stuff about you, and I was like, okay. I said, well, Lord, if that's what you're telling me, then great. So I'll tell her. I'm happy that the Lord has got you into art, but that's awesome. We're gonna have to do a Zoom call on that and talk. And I know that we haven't done a Zoom call in a minute. It's just, man, life has been so busy. Been doing a lot of things, but I'm happy that you're on here, CG. It's been a while since we talked. You said you'll send the link on Saturday. Okay, bet. I'll save it. And let's see. Jarvis Garcia, you said gotta go, bro. There's a WNOP conference at 7. We'll watch the rest of the stream later. God bless you all. God bless you too, man. Take care. Enjoy the conference. All right, so that being said, because I know I chatted a lot. I haven't even looked at the charts yet, but hey, y'all are still here. So I'm going to go ahead and look at a few charts, chat it up with you guys still. Someone recommended that I move this over because it was blocking whatever over here. So I moved that for you guys, so you're welcome. So there we go. But yeah, we'll do that. Shayna, you said we're trying to make it to 200 chats, and the Nightbot is a... I know the Nightbot is acting a fool. You said hit the likes, guys, and comment so we can get 200 chats. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shayna. And if y'all have questions, we could do a small Q&A. Y'all could ask me whatever question. It doesn't have to be crypto related. It could be whatever, and I'll answer it if I see your question. We are looking at the Bitcoin chart first, and yeah, we can look at XRP chart. Um, you said a lot has happened, CG. I believe it. I definitely believe. So yeah, you're gonna have to share all the stuff that has happened with you. You said, "Yo, what's good with Shiba?" Okay, we're gonna look at Shiba too. You said I am 53 next month. I was trying to guess your age. I thought I heard 80, child. But if you are young in the 90s, I'm guessing 30, 35. Yep, you're right. I'm around that age. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna look at some BTC and Elong Doge, please. All right, I'll take a look for on that too. All right, so I'm gonna go through this quick. I'm not gonna stay too long on here because I am gonna do some gaming for y'all as well. But when it comes to the Bitcoin chart, I remember telling y'all right here was an order block, and now we're back here now. So the question now is what's gonna happen? We already see some rejection at this level, and we're holding off. And Gungeon, Tinkerson, and the cloud are flat, but we're still overall bearish. I personally still believe that the market is going to move lower here, but the question is how is it going to play out? We could move and break this low tomorrow, or the next thing we could do is move towards this high here, back to this fractal level, which would take us back into the 45 to 46K area. After we get to that area, I believe we will reject there and go lower, and we'll see prices dwindle. If y'all look, we already hit our target. We hit the full target. If y'all were in the Discord, I gave this trade out, and I also did this on live stream too for a short at this point, and we hit our profit target, so we're good. So these are my scenarios right now. Oops, let me do this again. So these are the scenarios at this moment, and I could take this off now because we have hit our target. So now the scenario is here. First scenario would be we move up to the upside to this fractal level or this Tinkerson level. So I'm going to really do box it in or bubble it like this. We move into this bubble zone, hit in here, and reject to the downside. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is we break to the downside at this current level, and we'll see markets dwindle to the downside here. So these are the two scenarios that I'm looking forward to seeing. On the CVO, market is we still got a lot of selling pressure on CVO, so there's a lot of supply into the market. And then on the RCI, it's super bearish. Like there's no hope of a bull market right now, based off the RCI. So I am watching that, and I see the market going lower for Bitcoin. But will we have a straight drop? I'm not sure yet. I think we'll have a retrace, then a drop. Because when you break fractal levels, markets tend to come back to these fractal levels and test them again to see if it's a strong level of support and resistance. In this case, it'll be resistance, and then I think the market will dwindle back to the downside. So that's what I think will happen. And then moving on to XRP, like I said, I'm going to run through these pretty quick because, I'm going to show you how fast I get into these markets. So right here, XRP has hit a level down in here. There is no block order that I see on the bigger time frame, but that's fine. Let me take this off. No need to have this no more. XRP's bearish. We got a death cross right in here where this bubble's at. Also, another thing that I am seeing is that this market is trying to push lower. It's holding underneath this Tinkerson. So the question is now, let's see, do I want to even do that? No. Do I want to, let's see what I want to do here. How I want to play this. So I will put a line right here. And I will put a line right here. So we are holding at this zone currently, but market's still weak, very weak here. You got selling pressure coming into this market. So I'm still leaning towards bears. So getting a microscopic view of the market, let's take a look on the 4-hour. One thing that could happen that I am seeing here as well, and I'll draw it up. We are forming like this mini triangle here. If y'all see that, forming this mini triangle. So if anything, I want to wait for this breakout to happen. And there is no divergence here, so I will look for a short or a long once we get a true breakout. And there's no true breakout yet, so we'll see. So right now, there's no answer here, but just to wait. All right, so it's a waiting game right now. Let me get rid of this. So that's that. You said Shiba. Let's look at Shiba real fast. So Shiba did have some bullish divergence here, and then it went up, but then it got rejected and died off again. So we're still back in this zone. Let me see if there's divergence here that we could play in or play with. Let me take off all these little things. Let's start fresh. So we're at a flat. We are at an order block right here, so that's good. So I'll stretch this out. And I'll draw some order blocks on here so we could see what the market's really trying to say. We got an order block right here. And we have another order block right here. I'm going to draw it like this. All right, so now looking at this, let's see if there's divergence at all. Let me do this as well, because this could get tricky if I don't mark this right. Well, yeah, there is some slight divergence here. Very slight, though. Very, very slight divergence. And this is bullish divergence, too. So Shiba, if y'all invested in Shiba Inu, if it's saying to buy right now, because it gave us a buy signal on here. On the RCI, it gave us a buy signal right there. So the question is now, do I trust that signal? That's the only question. And also there is some divergence here as well, minus this. Let me show you. Right in here is divergence. This is ascending up, this is still flat. So it's giving us a buy signal right now. The question is, do I trust it? You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I am going to go for, I would think about buying this. This will be entry and stop loss. And I will probably aim for here for the meantime. Move this up higher. Actually, no, I'll keep that there. So I'll take Ichimoku off the chart. Market's flat. We have bullish divergence on CVO. I think market will push up a little higher. We'll say up to this level, which will take us to the price of 0.000033123. And stop loss will be at 0.0000280. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for this. I do think that the market will go up for a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a strong run to the upside. I think it's going to be a small move. But if we could break above this trend line, then we will be absolutely good. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. And even if it does, we have another order block right here, right after it anyway. So this is going to be an interesting area. If I'm a play in this, I'll rather play with this on the lower time frames. The 4 hour, you could get some interesting positions. But I do think we'll go up first and then decrease to the downside. If not, it's going to hit the stop loss and we'll take an L right there. So that's what I see here. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, Elong Doge. I wonder if they even have that chart on here. Okay, we don't have that chart on here, so let me go to the second platform. Okay, Elong Doge right here. Ew, this chart is hideous. Woo. Man, this is not a good looking chart. You got a golden cross though, so that's pretty good. Man, where to start on this thing? So you do have some divergence here. So you do have some bullish divergence here. Only problem here, and the thing that I don't like, is that the ultimate oscillator is not at the 50. So It's gonna come down a little bit more, probably, before it starts to move up. It is gonna. I do think it will come up, but not now. There is some bullish divergence here, so I would be looking for some buys here. I would look for that opportunity. I just don't see the opportunity yet. So yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Y'all think Elon Doge will pop? Me personally, right now, the charts is kind of flat for my taste to consider, unless we just get a crazy spike. Let's see. Okay, so let me read the comments. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Let's see. I don't know if I'm behind. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you said I have enjoyed the personal, intimate part of the stream. I believe God brought me to Jason, which brought me to you, another believer. Amen to that. I'll take that. Let's see. Okay, let me go to the next. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know if that's a bot or a person. I don't even know, but I'm not even gonna play with that. Okay, Shayna said, "Yeah, I am planning a." Oh no, I'm reading it wrong. So, KT Cat said, "Shayna, yeah, I'm planning a day of just how to use Discord." Yeah, Discord is difficult, man. Not gonna lie. T-Cat, you said my daughter and cousin is going to teach me Discord. Yeah, Discord, y'all. Oof. I don't know if y'all are in my Discord. If y'all are in my Discord, y'all should y'all will see that there's a lot of stuff in the Discord and it's very separated. Very separated. They should be experts. Okay, did you miss the Shiba analysis? Yeah, I just did Shiba. T-Cat, you said I don't allow. Oh, okay, so no, Shayna said at T-Cat, I don't allow my teenagers to use any social medias, but I had to ask my daughter how to learn Discord from. What's up, Luna? How you doing? Luna Sniper. I'm gonna have to disable this Nightbot because wow, like this Nightbot is attacking everybody. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. You're saying Elon is the next shoe. Okay, got you. I misread that. I don't know why the Nightbot's attacking you, Luna. So I'm gonna later on, like when I'm done with my stream and all that. Well, actually, probably tomorrow because it might be late. But I'm actually gonna, check and see why my Nightbot is acting up because it never does that ever. So that's weird. I have never had that happen. Y'all, hey, y'all don't antagonize that Nightbot though because it might kick y'all out. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, it is a crazy Nightbot. I don't know why it's acting up. So what in the world says just saying hi